Hey everybody, this is Taco's Shedcast episode. I don't know. It's been a good minute since I've done one of these. Since we've done one of these, we have Jerry and Gilligan here at the studio.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Yeah.
It's not a shed anymore.
Yeah.
Should we disclose that? Should
Yeah.
we disclose that
What
it's
is
not
it?
a
What
shed?
did I wasn't listening. What did you say?
I said it's been a while since we've done one of these, and we're at an actual studio now.
Oh, so what is it? So it's not
Are we gonna rename it to Taco's
Studio Cast?
quote unquote studio cast?
Possibly. We might do a
Okay.
soft reboot, get rid of all the lore, kind of start a new canon.
So I'm thinking you looked at me because you want me to talk. Hey guys, how's it going? It has been a minute. Yeah. Okay, Gilligan, go.
I'm just sitting here trying to think of what lore we would have for the Shedcast.
You know, like fucking horses and shit.
I forgot that you said you'd do that.
Huh? Did you say you would do
No,
or
you
you
would
do?
do that.
No, you say you do or you would do.
I forgot that you said you would do that.
Oh yeah.
Do what?
Don't worry about it. So that's
D&D?
that's some of the lore
D&D?
we're gonna forget about.
Okay.
Let's go on.
Yeah. So
And that was if I had to.
if you had to,
Okay.
by gunpoint.
And I go, yeah.
Okay.
Blow me away.
I'm very confused.
Don't worry about it, babe.
Yeah.
All right, go on.
Yeah. Basically, I'm not at the shed anymore. There was a whole bunch of funny stuff that occurred.
Not very funny.
No, it was hilarious, and that's why
Maybe a little somber.
perhaps somber. But
I don't know
I'm
if
on
those
the
are
internet, so I have to
correctly.
project an air of confidence and positivity.
Internet.
So a little
I don't know if I was using
internet.
that word correctly, Jerry.
Internet.
No, I'm just saying it because I saw this video with this girl and she was like, "Hey, what's up? It's City Girls. This is
Can you
City Girls go."
Can
Can
you
you be
lean
pointed
into
a little?
City Girls.
Can you be pointed any farther away from the microphone, dude?
City Girls going undercover on the internet. I just like saying internet.
Internet.
And I saw another one with this other girl. She was from like Jersey or something. She was just like internet.
Internet.
Yeah, internet. I just like how they talk. I guess. I don't know.
Honestly, anyone that has an accent is an idiot, and I hate them.
Okay,
We'll put a pin on that one, Gilligan.
Note that opinion on the City Girls, an African American group by the only white man in the room. Continue.
Specifically, people with accents who are also white.
Okay, you saved yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Jersey girl was
saved
white.
yourself.
The Jersey girl was white. You can hate her. That's fine.
Okay, so basically, yeah, some funny stuff happened. I had to move, and I'm actually gonna move again in about a month. So, things have been
In flux.
in flux, maybe tumultuous, whatever. I think I said that word wrong. Doesn't matter.
Tumultuous? No, you said it right.
Tumultuous, yeah. And this is just one of those things that's been put in the back burner for a while. And
Honestly, I thought this was dead.
I thought it was dead too.
Yeah, I didn't realize we were doing this anymore. But then we were at a pool party at our friend Eli's house, and Victor was just like, "Hey guys, so podcast," and we were like, "Oh, that's like still a thing." As I was like floating in the pool, it was very serene that day. The sky was very blue. The pool's real nice. You can open your eyes under it, and
You could feel his privilege emanating into
yeah, it's really nice. Afterwards,
It was made of gold.
you. Yeah.
I had my child slaves come over and bring me some cobalt.
Just like
Anyway,
Eli.
but yeah, and then Victor was like, "Hey, so we're doing this," and we're like, "All right, yeah." So here we are. So I
Is
forgot.
that actually the story? I kind of assumed that it was that when I got to the pool party and Taco was like, "Hey, I got something to tell you, Gilligan. I have some update to a thing that we were working on in the past."
Is that how
and
it
I-
went? Honestly,
And
don't
I said,
remember.
"Oh, is it about the Shedcast?" And he was like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Is that how it happened?
I don't know. That's how I remember
Oh,
it.
I remember it the way I said. but
Unless
I-
you guys
I-
were
Those
talking
were
about-
two separate stories.
Okay,
Yeah.
unless you were talking about the Shedcast
I might be
at
wrong,
some
though.
point before I got to that party.
Did you get
Yeah,
there
we
after
talked
us?
about it. We talked
Yeah,
about it before.
yeah, I
Oh,
did.
so that is how it went.
It's two separate
For
things.
me.
Yeah,
Oh.
for
And
you.
for you had a different experience.
I did because I was at work at the time,
Mhm.
So
and then I came to the party
okay.
after work.
Back to you. That's why we're here.
Yeah, back to me. Yeah. Honestly, this kind of whole deal, I want it to be just a fun thing because I enjoy getting together with my friends and talking about stuff. And hey, it might be fun to record it. It's a story of like every unprofessional, shitty podcast that gets put out there.
I was gonna say, yeah. Well, they were saying that like his podcast is like just basic, and they just talk about like, just basic podcast stuff, like dreams you've had or stuff like that. I really hope we never do something like boring as fuck like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I really hate listening to other people's dreams. I don't know why anyone would listen to a podcast about dreams.
That's for those at home with your scorecards. That's a clue. We're going to be talking about dreams today.
Yeah, everyone playing Shedcast bingo.
I very clearly
check
refuse
that
to do
bingo.
I thought
Hopefully,
it would be.
hopefully someone has bingo yet. If you do,
Okay.
I'll give you a high five.
I thought it would be interesting to talk about, and it doesn't matter. Okay, so fuck you
I'm
guys. You could've
completely
left.
down for you to talk about your dream and for me to sit down and be like, oh really? Like, I'm fine with doing that.
Okay, whatever.
You know what? Just for you, Taco, I thought of a dream.
You thought of a dream.
Yeah, I made it up.
I never had it.
Did you guys plan that one out? Because that was like almost perfect perfect sitcom comedic timing.
What?
Forget it.
What I meant by that is
follow.
I recalled a dream and I brought it to the forefront of my mind
Okay.
to talk about on the.
You've been
on
in this
the
room with us
Shedcast.
this whole time. Whatever happened was pure or was whatever happened was pure organic magic. Okay.
Okay. Purely.
We just have a lot of
organic.
chemistry,
Mm-hmm.
Jerry and I.
Sure
We're
we
sitting on
do.
the same couch right now, right next to
We're
each
sharing
other.
the microphone.
Yeah.
Our thighs aren't touching or anything like that, though. Don't worry.
You don't have to vocalize.
We're sharing the
that.
Delta.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect timing. Delta variant, COVID-19. Get your vaccine. Haha. Thanks, Susan. Oh, I'm not gonna pronounce her last name.
Who?
The CEO of YouTube.
I have no idea who that is. I don't know what her name is.
Her name starts with a W, isn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna say Susan Wojak, but I know it's not that.
Wozniak? I don't know.
Wozniak.
Oh,
What?
is she related to the other Wozniak? Like the Apple guy, Steve Wozniak? Are they related?
Are they... What?
I keep wanting to say Wachowski.
Oh, maybe it's Wachowski.
I
Well,
think
that's-
I think it's Wozniak.
I don't
Am
think it's
am I gonna
Wozniak.
Google this right now.
Okay, break. We're gonna Google.
I keep
Google
wanting to
Susan
say
Wozniak.
Wachowski, but that sounds way too much like Wazowski.
Susan...
You know, from Monsters Inc.
What? Wachiki?
Is it Wachiki?
Wachiki. I don't know how to say that.
What the?
Susan Wojak.
Don't touch my phone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Don't
It's Wojcicki.
Wojcicki.
Wojcicki. Oh, Wojcicki. Okay.
So you both are
Susan
wrong.
Diane
Wachitsky.
Wojcicki. I didn't even know what her name was. I was just guessing. Okay.
Hey, it's close.
I can't be wrong. For
It
a
sounded
guess.
Anyways,
believable.
so Mike Wazowski.
Sounded believable. Yeah.
So Susan Wazowski.
Yeah, but yeah, actually, like now I'm not so confident, guys.
Because you didn't know someone's last name.
No. It's like, should we even do this?
Do what?
Dreams? Should,
No,
we,
I
should we just quit? Hey guys, type in the comments if we should quit.
Are you being serious?
Actually, I don't know because it's like.
I'm sorry for planting that seed of doubt in your brain, dude.
I'm just.
This
I
is
was.
Inception.
if you feel
This is-
passionate about it and you want to talk about it, let's talk about
This
it.
is Inception for Shitty's podcast.
I was joking about not wanting to do it and thinking it was a dumb idea, but I do
It
not
is a-
really want to discuss some of my dreams.
Yeah,
I just don't feel comfortable.
which you vocalized before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
will-
being 100% honest in that I did actually think of at least one dream and brought it to the forefront of my mind to prepare for this podcast.
I could probably think of something that I actually dreamt.
Mhm.
That
Okay.
is, I feel like I can mention.
Yeah, that's cool. At least.
One that is safe for work. You gonna talk about all your wet dreams? All
Don't
the times
worry.
you creamed yourself in your sleep?
Oh, you know that's never happened to me. I don't know why.
This never happens to me. I'm sorry, babe.
No, like I've never had a nighttime. What is it called?
A wet dream?
No, there's an actual term.
Dream?
Nighttime
A night terror?
emission. Night emission. No, that's what
Night
they're called.
emission.
It's called a nighttime emission
A night emission.
or a night emission. I think it's a nighttime emission.
Okay.
I don't think, to my knowledge, I don't. Although there is a stain on my mattress.
I can see.
I think you would know if you've had one because you'd wake up and
I'm a
your
very
pants
heavy
are-
sleeper.
You'd wake up in
Moist.
shock. Oh! Like that.
I'm a very heavy sleeper, so
I mean, I'm sure you wake up at some point though.
Yeah, like in the
I put
morning.
weird emphasis on the words in that.
but things
sentence.
dry overnight.
That's-
How
Are you
arid
okay?
is your bedroom, dude?
What do you mean, Aaron? Things dry.
Why are you
If
bringing
you
You have a really.
If you
I
put
guess
some
that
water-
humidifier that you
if
have
you
is
put
just
some,
really well.
if you put some water on your underwear before you go to bed, it's gonna be dry when you wake up. Things dry. Okay.
Okay.
Even if you put something
You're-
viscous per se,
You,
it'll be dry.
you
when
heard it
wake
here
up.
first, folks. Cherry only ejaculates a single drop.
No, I'm just saying if stuff dries in your sleep. Is what I'm saying.
So
Like,
it
do
just,
this experiment. Everyone at home, do this experiment tonight. I don't care if you're a boy, a girl, what you are. Before you go to bed, you know, throw some like liquid on your underwear or something like that, and then go to sleep. When you wake up, it'll be dry.
I guess it
Liquid's
depends on what
dry.
time. I guess it depends on what time in the evening, or what time during the night you.
You could do it at 2 a.m. and it'll be dry. When
how
you
is
wake
this
up at
related
8.
to dreams?
Nighttime emissions?
Oh,
those
Time
are a
of
type of
nighttime
dream.
emissions.
no, I know.
A wet
but
dream is
you're
a part
talking-
of the dreaming experience.
I know, but you're talking about dumping water on your fucking pantaloons and going to bed.
To prove that you can have a nighttime emission and wake up without any evidence because it's dry.
I wonder
Okay.
if you dump water on
It's
your
weird that you say
pantaloons.
evidence. I don't like the phrase evidence when we're talking about nighttime
Well,
emissions.
what would you call like waking up with like
With
like
nothing?
how would you know?
With nothing?
Okay, look, you could have one, probably, and wake up and not know that you had one because there's no sign of it.
Then
There's
why-
no evidence.
Then how would you know?
I
How
mean,
would you
you
even
would
know
have-
that you've
you-
had one?
That's what I'm saying.
You
But you
would
I
said
don't
you had
know.
one. Why would you mention it?
Because I'm trying to be transparent.
Okay.
I'm saying it's never happened to me. Although
You're sharing your
I
whole
do-
truth on the internet.
I'm saying
That'll
it's
be
never
forever.
happened to me that I am aware of. Although I do have a stain on my mattress, so maybe it happens and I don't know, and that's what it is. I don't know.
You could have been eating chili one night and it spilled.
I don't
You
eat
could've-
chili in my bed. I don't eat in my bed because I don't like crumbs in my bed. Like, you
I mean,
know.
it could be that you shit yourself and then it dried.
No, that is not a shit stain. It's not. It could be sweat.
You
but
know
I
the
don't
difference.
Well, yeah, the shit stain would be brown. This is like a yellowish.
What about a?
Piss is brown. How do you know if it's not
I need,
piss?
I need you to take a few more sips of that water right next to you. Because it should not be brown, buddy. The water I drink is fucking purple.
We moved away from dreams really fast. Is
Well,
it really not
no,
that
we're
Anyways,
still talking
let's
about
go back.
nighttime emissions, which is a form of dreams. We're really not that
Let's
far.
stop talking about nighttime emissions and get back to the topic at hand.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you want to talk about dreams?
Talk about
Let's
your
talk
kookiest,
about
craziest dreams, Mr. Taco.
Well,
Oh, be like the subject for today is okay. Go.
the subject for today is dreams.
And this episode is brought to you by the number 3.
Okay.
Fuck you.
What? What did you want me to say?
I
What
don't
do
know
I
how I'm
add to
supposed to
that?
respond to the dreams.
What
That's
do I
the joke.
add? Do you want to be like, yes?
That's right. Because 5 was late today.
I'm sorry.
Is this how your streams are?
You wouldn't know. You don't watch them.
I support
That's
you.
why he asked.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know.
I wouldn't know. I don't watch them either.
That's fair enough. But you
Just
edit
like I'll
them.
never listen to these podcasts.
Exactly. So the topic is dreams. All right. We've already gone through the funny stuff, nighttime emissions, so we can't bring it up again.
Why are you saying that like a threat?
We
Like,
can't bring it
you
up
fucking
again.
mention that one more time.
We can't bring it up again.
I'm not gonna bring it up again. You brought it up
Okay,
in the
good.
first place.
Good.
He
Did
was like,
I?
"What about wet dreams?" Yeah, roll tape.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Okay, fine.
Reverse the tape or fast forward.
Don't
it. Fuck
reverse
you.
the tape.
Reverse.
Back to the-
Now go forwards.
God damn
Go
it.
back real slow. Okay, so Victor, why don't you kick us off with your stuff?
Well, personally, I find dreams very interesting because, like, why?
I'm
Don't give
checking
me that
something.
face.
No,
Don't give me that
I
face.
gave you that face because I just need to check something really quick, but I still want to listen to you, but I don't want you to think I'm not listening, and I feel bad.
Don't worry.
I just need to send a text to my mom.
Oh yeah, what you gonna say?
We're recording right now. She texted me.
Mm-hmm.
Go on. I'm listening.
This is just funny.
I promise you that I'm listening.
I promise.
But I don't.
babe.
But I feel bad.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I find dreams very interesting because it kind of like it's like your brain becomes a blender for everything you've seen. You know, like in the past, and could really mess with your head. You know, like oh yeah, and by the way, I didn't do a Q&A for this one, just because I wanted to just get it out there and not worry about that. Maybe the next one will have it. So, anyways,
Stay tuned.
Stay
Joe
tuned.
Biden.
Stay tuned for more. So, like, I've had a couple of like crazy dreams, and I guess I'll throw some of like the I had like 2 out of the get go when I moved here that have been like pretty wild. So,
You mean from the get-go?
from the get go. Whatever, I don't care. It's my podcast.
Anyway, tell us these gecko dreams, buddy.
Yeah, these gecko dreams. Yeah. So
This episode is brought to you by Geico.
see, that's funnier. That's funnier. You see, I can work with that. Okay.
Well, what are you gonna do?
So the dream number 1 is
Rise of Blades. I don't know.
I mean, the joke that I made earlier, I feel like I have to explain this because I don't think you got it.
The number brought to you by
Obviously.
the number 3.
Yeah, no, I think you understood the reference. I don't know what you think I was going for with that joke, though. I think I was
like a
making
Sesame
fun of.
Street thing,
I was
right?
making fun of the tone that you put on because it was a very forced. Like, today we are going to talk about dreams.
Mhm.
Roll tape.
I'm never forced, babe.
Oh, that's it. I just saw that
So I was
Pillsbury
making
Doughboy
fun of
thing.
that.
That's really funny.
Staring at you.
Well, not really.
He's
staring
kind of
at it.
looking into.
I'm staring at it.
He's kind of staring into the distance.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Looking at the ceiling.
So you got one dream
Yeah, I
that
have.
you had when you moved in here.
Yeah, I'll say the first dream, which was like very weird. I have no idea how to even describe it. Okay,
Okay.
I actually want to.
So let me proceed to describe
I
it.
want to make it. I don't or what it means.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
I typically I think most dreams
You
are
mean
meaningless.
decipher it.
Most dreams are meaningless, but
Bold claim.
some dreams I think like do have some meaning. You know, if you're like you got something going on, or it's just like you just don't know like what's going on. You know.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah,
what's going on?
So, I had one dream as followed. I forget. It was like most dreams I can't remember actually. You know, I just know that I've dreamed. But at the end of one of these dream cycles or whatever, I had a dream that I woke up in my bed. You know,
I
but
hate those.
yeah, but everything was like tinted blue.
Okay.
And like all I heard was distant mutterings and static noise and just very unearthly sounds, you know. And
all
yeah.
day and all night, everything was blue.
yeah, everything was blue. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Yeah, yeah. Oh, maybe that's what I was thinking about. You know, that song. Yeah. But
Blue
Which song?
Flower, green, I would die. if
I don't know that
were
song.
never-
I didn't know he was talking about a song. Why are you making that face? I didn't understand.
It's okay, buddy.
I'm supposed to set a reference I don't get.
yeah, sure, bud. Yeah.
Does he
So-
think I know what he's talking about? Because I don't
No,
know that
I
song.
could 100% believe you don't know what we're talking about. Yeah, but basically, I woke up and like everything was tinted blue, but it wasn't like a light blue. It was almost like I was seeing static too, but like everything was kind of like very very distant
Like this
and
one?
kind of yeah.
Okay.
He pointed at something that was blue in my room. I mean studio.
I mean-
studio. And I woke up and I felt the need to get up, and while I was getting
Wait,
up,
so you woke up in the dream.
woke up in the dream.
Okay.
Woke up in the
You
dream.
woke up in your bed
and
and
I
you felt
felt
the need to get
no.
up.
The dream wasn't that I just woke up and everything was blue. That was not it. That would be so stupid if it was just
well,
that.
I'm just saying, like, we're progressing, right?
Yeah, we're progressing.
We're still in the dream.
We're
Okay.
progressing. Still in the dream. I get up and I see this figure like flashing in front of me, and I don't mean flashing like in a light way. It's like suddenly appearing and then disappearing as soon as it like showed up
So flashing in a corporeal sense.
in a
way.
corporeal sense,
Like
I
in a
guess.
video game, if it's glitching.
like in a glitching video game.
For all you
okay?
gamers out there,
Yeah, that's a bit of a gaming reference.
and
you may have heard the term glitch once or twice.
it reminded me, or it not reminded. It looked like a human, something human, but had like goat feet.
Okay.
You know,
It's like a satyr.
Like the devil?
How many
I
legs
don't
did
know.
it have?
2,
So like a satyr.
like a satyr,
Okay.
Yeah.
Or a fawn, maybe.
perhaps a fawn. You know, and
Maybe even a goat
perchance, you
man.
know,
Goat man, perchance.
yeah. So
What
like,
about Pan, god of mischief,
it could have been the god of
who
mischief.
was
I don't know.
a satyr, also known as a fawn, and maybe colloquially could be known as a goat man.
Yeah, you could say it any way because dreams are very highly interpretable. So it could be anything. It could literally be your mom. I don't care.
But it was a goat man.
But it
not
was a
your
goat
mom.
man. Your mama. But
And in the dream was
Yeah.
your mama.
yeah, and I started instinctively following it, like it was drawing me somewhere.
Okay.
You know.
So you got out of bed and followed the flashing goat.
But
person.
everything was hazy, so it's like I wasn't like walking like at a normal speed. It felt like I was being like slowly pulled like
through the
to him.
thickness.
To him.
Were you being pulled by the glitchy goat guy?
I felt I was being led, but my body was being pulled. So like he was leading me somewhere,
so there
but
was some
I wasn't.
invisible force tugging you.
Yeah, but I wasn't following him.
Okay.
It felt like. It felt like something else was in control of my body.
Okay. Were you like walking, or were you like floating along, being pulled?
Yeah, I think it was like it was a walking.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a walking.
All right.
And it was like as I was following it out of the room and into the living room, like the mutterings started getting louder, and like it was like a lot of just a lot of static and like maybe distant gargled screaming too.
Interesting.
Yeah, and like I noticed that the goat creature pan whatever like thing was flashing closer and closer to the kitchen, you know.
Okay.
And I
he was making his way there.
Yeah, it was
like
making
he wanted
its
a
way
snack
there.
or something.
Like it wanted a snack, you know.
Like,
but
yo.
like as I was getting closer to the kitchen, like I felt like I needed something in there, but like not food. Like I think on reflection back and thinking about the dream, it felt like it was leading me to get a knife, though I don't know like for what, you know. And I think like very very like briefly in like the distant like mutterings and like fucking like screaming, I heard something like, from the darkness you came, to the darkness you'll return, you know. I didn't remember it, but it was something like from whence you've came, like to that you'll go, or something.
Wait, so goat guy said that, or you said that,
It
or like
was
some
none of us said
disembodied
that.
voice mumbled
It was just the gargled voices in the background. Just one thing was louder that I was able to piece together.
Okay.
Yeah, and I started feeling like myself, like I should stop following him, but I was being like, you know, like my body was being like drawn to it. So I started fighting as much as I could
to not move towards it.
Yeah, to like go back.
Oh, okay.
And then like finally, like I didn't make it to the kitchen, but like at that point, like I fought enough, and then I woke up kind of like not in a sweat, but just in kind of like a you know, like,
That's a little bit silly, I gotta say.
Yeah, it's a bit of a silly dream, but
not the dream. The dream is terrifying in my opinion.
It's a little kooky.
Hold on, Gilligan, give me that pen and pad so I can diagnose Victor really quick.
Oh yeah, any psychoanalysts in the audience?
Yeah. Piece together
dream
what that
interpreters.
Meant. Yeah, but that was an interesting dream, and it didn't really like. It was more like I woke up and I was just like, oh man, that was crazy, and I just went back to bed. Yeah.
You woke up and you were traumatized?
No. I do have a dream that actually like freaked me out a little bit. You know, like that was a separate one.
Dream number 2.
No, but any of you guys want to share?
Oh well, I'll let Gilligan go first, but let me. So like, I get okay. Well, just on the topic of dreams, I don't really dream that often. I really rarely dream, and that might just be I don't remember them. You know, so maybe I just wake up and I don't remember.
It's fair.
But usually when I do dream, it's usually about like people from my past.
We just show up.
Huh?
Just show up. Or it's like, oh hey guy, I haven't seen like 5 years.
No, I'll just find myself in a setting with them, and it's like we're just interacting.
Yeah.
But like it's not like we don't acknowledge the fact that like we don't talk anymore, we haven't seen each other, but I'm just interacting with this person, like doing something. So I have those dreams. When I do dream, it's something like that. Usually about like some kind of like romantic interest or something like that. So yeah, I'll just have a dream where I'm like with them or something, and like, you know, those all vary or whatever.
And you're effing.
Huh? No, it's never anything like that. It's just like I don't know, like that. It's just different things happening. But you know, I don't know. I've heard it. I always figure subconsciously I must be thinking about them. But then like on Twitter, they were saying that if you dream about someone, that means they're thinking about you, and so like they're showing up in your dreams. I don't really see how that's possible considering it's my brain, but you know, I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of weird interplay going on there.
I think that's more in line with like I forget the specific name for it, but there's this like idea that everyone in the world, or at least humanity in general, is linked by underlying subconscious.
Oh, like a big tree root.
Yeah, kind of. Or it's like we're all linked to this
Like the Ood
network.
from Doctor Who?
Anyways.
That is nothing like an underlying guy with hookah ball.
Anyways, like but just like or it's like that idea like that positive emotions in like one group of people can affect everyone, and likewise negative emotions can affect people who like in like an indirect way. It's not like, oh man, England lost, I'm gonna go like abuse my like wife or family. You
Who
know?
lost?
England.
Who is that? What is that?
That's just England.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just making fun of how Brits talk.
Oh.
England.
England.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
like
So you're saying bad vibes really do?
bad vibes mess up the mojo, sis.
Thank
You just
you
gotta
worded it a
slay.
lot better.
Wait. That's an interesting, thought.
It's an interesting concept, and I think in some ways it does make a lot of sense, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I always just thought that was like, in my subconscious, I must be like thinking about things like that. But then there's also the other way where it's like maybe they're thinking about you, and that's like, because how people are always like, damn, stop showing up in my dreams. Like I always thought it was because like I always was like, why would you make an appeal to a person if it's like your brain? But then I didn't realize there was this train of thought that like if a person is showing up in your dreams, that means they're thinking about you. So I didn't know that was a thing.
I'll say for the record, that's a really odd phrase. Like, babe, stop showing up in my dreams. Shut up. Like,
there's always like variations of that tweet, basically. Like, anyway, and so like I'll dream about things like that, and then sometimes I'll just have like like no, I'm sorry, like my throat's a little, and then sometimes I'll have like dreams about no, I don't know, just like weird situations, or like very rarely is it something that like is completely new with people that I don't know and that sort of thing, although they do happen. Well, okay, so I'll talk about this one that like I had that I wasn't planning on talking about. I just won't go into like a lot of detail, but like I'll find myself in settings that like I guess my brain created. So like
Ooh.
in one, I was like in this like it's never like my dreams are never like I woke up and then or like I opened a door. It's always just like I'm just there. You know what I mean? So I was just like in this like snowy area, and yeah, it was just like there's like snow, and there was like a lot of hills and that kind of stuff. And so like I was like with my family or whatever, and I had like my dog with me, my dog Darcy, and like, or actually I didn't have them at that point. I was like alone.
Is Darcy the one that barks at me, or the one that doesn't bark at me?
One does not. The black one,
Okay.
the white and black, not white and brown.
Okay,
I've never been to your house,
and
and I've never met your dogs.
good.
Okay.
I like Darcy.
Okay, Darcy's a good boy.
Mm.
And so I was like alone, and then like I go to like this I like walk up, and it's kind of like, I don't know, like some woody ruins. Like it could be maybe have been like a mining structure, like in the 1800s or something. There's like it's covered in snow or whatever, and I find like this like mine shaft that like goes down, and it's like one of those like dream things where like you go down into it, but as you're going down, you're climbing up. It's like one of those types of things.
Oh, whoa.
I can't
What?
explain it.
That's
it's
not
like,
very relatable.
The
When
mine
you
shaft,
go down, you're going down, but
Yeah.
you're climbing up.
like the mine shaft, you look straight down into the mine shaft, and it goes straight down.
Okay.
So you start climbing down into the mine shaft, and you're like looking down, and you see the bottom of the mine shaft, and you're looking down, but at the same time you're climbing up, and you see the top of the mine shaft where you're coming out. It's like one of those things that like you can't articulate, but it's
Okay.
happening. So at the same time as I'm descending down and I see the light down there, I'm also climbing up and I see the light up. So it's like I'm going in but coming out at the same time. And so I come out, and like now I'm in like this like grassy area, and like it's a real big park, and there's like families there and stuff like playing around. And so then my family's there, and like we have my dog or whatever.
At the bottom of the shaft.
Yeah, well, it could be the bottom, it could be the top, because I come out at the top.
Yeah.
Even though I went down in, I come out at the top. And so I'm in like a new area now. I'm not in the snowy area anymore.
Yeah.
I'm in like this big like like regional park or something like
Lush, green.
that. Yeah, exactly.
Lakes,
And
possibly.
there might have been a lake, yeah,
Mhm.
with some ducks or something. And so my dog was there, my family was there, or
What
whatever.
about geese? Were there geese?
Maybe.
Was there duck and geese crap everywhere?
No, that's part of why it was a splendid dream world, because you could actually enjoy the lake without worrying about stepping in shit.
Okay.
Were there little turtles in the lake?
That I don't know. I didn't see them. And
How
so,
unfortunate.
yeah, like I got there and everything, and I'm just gonna tell the whole dream. I got there. I can only.
Was that you're gonna stop there? Cause
No.
like,
I was gonna stop there.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm
weird.
gonna tell the whole thing, but I'll say initially where I was gonna stop.
Okay.
And so, like, cause like it's not good. Like it doesn't look good for me. That's why I didn't want to. But I'll go on with it.
Okay.
But I was gonna keep going through this, so like this you would have known anyway. And so yeah, I was just like hanging out with my family, like playing with the dog, and everything, and everything's cool. And then like it starts getting like dark or something, and then like all the families, like I don't really remember how it happens, but all the families were gone all of a sudden, and like my family was gone, and like it was just like me. And I like heard my dog barking in the distance, and now it's night in like this giant like wilderness park area with like grass and lakes and stuff. But it's nighttime, and I'm like completely alone. And it was like a kind of like at the in an instant.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like completely alone, and like my family's gone, all the families are gone, and I can hear Darcy barking, but I can't find him. And I'm calling him like Darcy, like where are you? And then I hear him, and he's like whimpering, like someone's hurting him. And so, like, I finally like see like these two guys like running away from like behind a rock or something, and these guys are like they're really big, they're like 6+ feet, like real heavy set or whatever,
Chads, yeah.
And they're like running away or something, and so I like start running over, and like behind the rock like I found Darcy, and like they've beaten him like to the brink of death.
Oh,
And
jeez.
so he's like dying like and everything, and like like he's just like terrible or whatever, and so he like dies in front of me as I watch. And so then I'm just like I'm like this like I like, so this is where I was gonna stop telling it.
Yeah.
So like I don't know what I felt or whatever,
With
but
a
I was,
happy ending.
yeah. Well, yeah. So I was just like, well, this isn't like this can't happen. So I was like, I'm gonna fix this. So like I run back to like where I came from, like the mine shaft, because I still wanted to find my family. So I'm like, great, like so like my dog's dead. They beat Darcy to death, and I was like, so I'm gonna go find my family. And so I go to find my family. So I go back to the mine shaft where I came, and it's the same deal. Like I have to go, or this one actually maybe like I climb up.
Mm-hmm.
So this one I'm climbing up, but as I'm climbing up, like I'm sliding down, and so I'm climbing up to get back to like the snowy world area, and then I come out into the snowy world area, but now I'm like sliding down, so it's like one of those same reverse things. So I come out and like all the families are out there or something, and so I see my family. I'm like where did you all go? And like I forgot, I can't remember what they said or whatever, but like it like I don't know, everyone was out there or whatever. So I was like, well, I'm going back in. And I don't remember if they told me not to or something like that, but I was like, yeah, like they killed Darcy, I have to go back in. So like I grabbed,
don't go.
like,
this is Jerry's family. Don't go.
yeah. And so like I like grabbed like this like big stick, and so like I like went back into the chute or whatever, and like so I'm there, and it's like
big
nighttime.
stick to fight the Chads?
Yeah, so I get like
Okay.
this
You
big
gotta fight
stick,
the
and like
Chads.
I'm like trying to find him or whatever, and like so then I go back to like the rock where like they killed Darcy, and like they're like sitting there like where his body was, but his body's not there anymore. Like I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah.
Probably buried it.
And so they're like sitting there like talking or whatever, and so I come up from like the other side of the rock, and like I just like beat them both like over the head, so they're knocked out, and then like I don't know why this happens. So they're like lying on the floor, like moaning in pain and stuff.
Okay, moaning. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you're like, fuck you, like, you killed my fucking dog, and then I get on top of them, and I start pulling their pants down.
Whoa.
Like, you killed my fucking dog.
Whoa. Okay.
Like, and so, like, I start raping them.
Okay. Whoa.
Like, I started, like, raping them, like, violently, and I was like, you killed my fucking dog, and I'm, like, fucking them in the ass, and, like, I pull out, and I'm, like, shoving the stick in their asses and stuff, and they're like, ah, like, fucking, like, screaming, and there's, like, blood all over the place.
I was about to say, you're just like John Wick, but that's nothing like John Wick.
Yeah, it's funny because like in part I was kind of expecting that.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah.
I went back to like I don't know, like I don't know if I knew I was gonna rape them, but like I started raping them, and then like so they were like screaming and crying and stuff, and like yeah, like I just like kept going, and like I would like switch from one to the other as
They would
were
just stay there.
yeah, well, they were trying to crawl away, but like they were in so much like pain or whatever.
Okay, is that pretty much the end of it?
Yeah, because then I can't remember
How
what
much
happens.
more-
It just
No,
fades
no.
out.
How much more details do you have?
It just fades out like
'Cause
that.
Here's the thing though, because I think that's weird because I feel like it implies that's what they did to Darcy.
I don't know.
You know, yeah, we don't know because we saw like the.
I mean, he didn't
aftermath.
look like he was violated. He just
I don't
looked like
know.
he was
I don't know. I
brutally
don't know.
beaten.
All right,
like-
Freud.
But it feels like, and also it's kind of like a weird equivalent, you know, because you just saw like a vicious thing and then ended up at the same rock. Darcy wasn't even there, so that could
Yeah.
have just been like that couldn't even happened. You know,
Yeah.
you don't know what happened there.
And it's as this was all happening, and like this whole time, like I didn't know like what my thought process or anything was in the dream. Like I was just watching. I just like with my dreams, I just watch them like they're a movie. So like I don't know what it's in my head, like what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I just saw myself like be like, oh, like they killed Darcy, like Darcy's fucking dead. Like okay, like I'm gonna go find my family. Okay, you guys are. Well, I'm gonna go back there. I gotta go back there.
Right
and
this
I
wrong.
get a stick. Like, but I'm not saying I'm gonna right this wrong. I'm just like I have to go back there. And I get a stick, and then I see the guys, and then I just like beat them, and I'm just like raping them. I'm just like watching myself like do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I see.
anyway,
That's insane.
yeah,
And you know, this is going to be a very crazy equivalent because this is immediately what I thought of. Have you seen that animation by Tobuscus or whoever, like Gonzo?
Well,
Do
explain
you know
it.
what I'm talking about?
No, but it's a funny.
Do you know what I'm
it's a
talking
funny
about?
thing to say.
There's this old animation by this animator called Gonzo about Minecraft.
Is it like the? Oh, I think I might have seen it.
Yeah, I think you might have seen it.
Is it the creeper one?
It's the creeper one.
Yeah, it's like.
I might have seen it, but I have no memory of it.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of. That's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time.
It sounds familiar,
saw
but I
that,
have
like,
no memory of it.
Yeah.
Freshman or sophomore year of high school.
Yeah, that might be somewhere in your subconscious.
I haven't thought about it in a long, long time.
Yeah, that's the thing. You haven't thought about it, but something
Yeah.
like that imagery. It's
I wasn't
like,
thinking about it consciously.
Yeah, it's like
I'd have to rewatch the video and see if it's like that, but
which is crazy. It's crazy how that like because like that's what I'm thinking. It's like I don't think you're actually like an evil person or anything.
well, I don't think.
I
That
Plus,
do.
you can't control your dreams. You know, like you can't control your dreams. That's
Maybe
a
I
very
was just
interesting-
subbing in characters.
Yeah, that's a very interesting dream. Like, and I'm trying to like think about what that means. You know, it's almost like in one way, like in the snow, like the snow level was your upper conscious.
In the Sonic Snow
Listen to this
Zone.
No, but then like when you were like descending and rising like through the shaft, like it was almost
The
like
You
you
were
shaft.
also
the mine shaft.
But you were
the
also
mine shaft.
descending.
but shafts.
The shaft. It's like it's almost
Everything
like
comes back
you're
to the phallus.
you're going down to your like to like more primal unconscious, you know.
Yeah, it was pretty primal what was going on. I'll
Yeah,
tell you
it
that.
sounds very primal, and the fact that
like it was just pure violence.
Pure-
you know?
it
like
was a pure violence
It was
realm.
pure like unadulterated violence, like to beat a dog to death and then to like do that to the people who did it. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It sounds like it sounds like in some way it's like that was like a very primal, like a naturistic type of like area, you know?
like
And,
the morals of man disappear.
Yeah, and like you descended there, you know, like we're assuming it's because you started up, you know, and then you climbed up down,
Yeah,
you know.
I don't know how to describe
Yeah, I
it,
know
but
it's tough,
Yeah,
you know, but that's really damn interesting, and that means like your family exists there, and like pretty much like I assume other humanity or like the idea of family.
they existed in both of them.
Yeah,
in and out of them.
but then like they left, and you went to make sure like that they were still there, and you went to go like back to the primal unconscious or whatever. Like that's very interesting. Like it sounds almost like you also watch a lot of movies too. I know that, so like
Yeah, I don't know.
that sounds like very like film-esque, you know,
Perhaps.
perchance, you know.
I think it's interesting that the primal unconscious has a lake and geese and ducks and possibly turtles, but
Very
we don't know
beautiful.
for
Possible
sure.
turtles. Yeah, but that
Possible red-eared box turtles.
yeah, that's like that's a very interesting dream. Like that, like did you wake up any different? Like
No, I just
not
wake
just
up.
like wake up like, oh, okay, time to have some toast. Like,
Did you reach enlightenment from that?
No, I just woke up and I was like, wow, that's pretty crazy. Like, because, like, I don't know how long my dreams last, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I just found myself there, and then, like, yeah, it just faded out into, like all this, like, assault.
yeah.
Like, the dream, like, just kind of faded to black during the assault. And then, like, I wake up, and I don't know if I wake up, like, as it ended, or I don't know if I wake up, like, and it ended a few hours ago, and I remember it, but, like, I just woke up, and I was like, oh, that was interesting, and then I just, like, went about my day.
Yeah, that's incredibly interesting. Oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
hear that? He's fascinated with me.
Oh, because I think I'm very interested in primal man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's something that exists in all of us. Like the capacity to do evil.
But what about primal woman?
Primal woman. Primal man in the general sense of man, in the traditional proper term, which
we are
means
men
all
talking.
of mankind.
We're men talking about men, okay?
Yeah. But
you have to use more inclusive language, dude.
Like the primal id or whatever, I don't know. Ego, was it like
the shadow.
Id, ego, superego?
Shadow strike.
Yeah.
You would get that. You'd get that reference if you played Valorant.
Shut up.
Shadow
Do you have any
strike.
dreams about Valorant?
No, not yet.
God, I wish. This is what you want to say, huh? Yeah.
I want to be Sova in my dreams.
God damn it. But it is very interesting. Yeah, I will say, that that's crazy. It's like I was saying about like the primal man. It's like and the capacity of evil. It's interesting the thoughts like in like the darkest part of your mind you could have, and I think like part of being human is recognizing those thoughts, and like recognizing that you're not controlled by those thoughts. You may have like horrible thoughts. Well,
you don't have to act on.
You don't have to act on.
You have the capacity not to.
Yeah, kind of like in my dream where I kind of like was able to resist whatever temptation that was, and then like your dream, it kind of like exemplified like primal like fucking unconscious nature. It's like it's nice.
Yeah, no, I definitely didn't like. I've never tried to really like think about it. I've just been like, that's like. I wonder what, like, I was just when I like had it, I was just like, I wonder why I did that. Like, yeah, but that was pretty much it. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really think about it too much. I was like, that's pretty intense. Like, and like at the time, I was keeping a dream journal because they say you're supposed to like dream more if you like, work on it. Because like basically, I had read this article that was saying like, your subconscious works on problems. Like if there's sometimes it's no use to like keep like staying on something and thinking about something. Maybe just move on to something else, and basically your subconscious like solves problems and figures things out for you as you sleep, and like it can reveal like solutions to different things and different dreams and that sort of thing.
The kid from Shark Boy and Lava Girl also kept a dream journal.
Yeah, there you go.
I did not. Is that what the line is?
and he saved his elementary school.
Yeah.
You ruined my dream journal.
I did not. That's what he says, right?
Yeah, he's like, Mr. Electric, send him to the principal's office and have him expelled.
Yeah, that was so funny.
To transition from that.
Wait. Just let me finish.
Oh, you're not done?
He
not
has
done.
more profound thoughts to share.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna tell you about the article.
Add
No,
to it.
and we talked about the dream journal. That's how that came in. Well, anyway, so I was reading like you can keep a dream journal. This guy who wrote it, he was like some kind of artist or something, but he was like, he goes and he was like, you keep a dream journal. Write down your dreams. They may not mean anything to you when you wake up after, but just write them down. He's like, write them down before they fade away. And he goes, just do that every time you have a dream. And then, maybe a week later, go back and read your dreams. And lots of times, like, you're reading them and, like, suddenly, like, the solution to whatever your problem was, like, pops into your head or something. Like, because, like, that was, like, your subconscious way of solving it, and going back and reading it later, it's able to penetrate like the conscious or something like that. So at the time, I guess I don't know if this counts, but for some reason I have a feeling that I read this somewhere. Like I guess if you like catalog them and write them down, like you're able to have like better ones maybe, or maybe have them more often.
It helps you get into the mindset of remembering them.
Okay.
I think, and if you start remembering your dreams more, you might get a little more presence in your dreams.
I see. Control.
Yeah, which could, with other means of practicing. Sorry, I have a little bit of gas, guys. With other means of practicing, you could achieve lucid dreaming.
Oh yeah, where you're conscious in the dream, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
so, little steps there.
Yeah, I don't really have any interest in that, but I mean, I don't know. It might be interesting. Like what I'm saying is, like, I don't have any interest in training myself to like be able to lucid dream. You know what I mean? But yeah, at the time I was keeping like a dream journal or whatever, and so. Yeah, like, but I didn't, like, really remember, like, anything past that, like, outburst at the end or whatever. Like, it just trails off. But I have, like, maybe 3 or 4 like dreams written down there. But the other stuff is just kind of like odd. Just like I just find myself in like odd situations, or like people I know in like odd situations, and like, you know, just like weird things that, like, don't make any sense, I guess. But yeah, so like those are the kind of dreams I have. There's like an example of like a type of just like odd weird thing like that doesn't relate to my normal life, that is just kind of like created, that, like, you know, doesn't have like familiar characters besides my family and like dog. Like that's an example of like, you know, some of the more like creative ones I have, I guess. Like I have like, just to go in, like I used to have like very very vivid dreams and like age-old nightmares. Like I would have the same nightmare all the time when I was like a kid. Like I would like look at the wall, and like the wall, like as I would go to sleep I would look at the wall, and like as I was falling asleep the wall would like come alive, and there'd be like characters moving in the wall, like hieroglyphics and stuff. And then I would like get sucked into the wall, and I was always with the same like 5 or 6 people, and they all had names. I don't remember their names anymore, but they weren't like real people that like I met. Like they were like people who I imagined.
They were like make-believe people.
Yeah. And you know, and we would like go through like these caverns and stuff, and like every night it was always the same thing. Like we would go through these caverns together, and then they would like, something would happen and they would get sucked into like the wall, because the walls were like made of like this clay material, like the same that I went into the wall with. And so they would get sucked away into the wall until eventually like I was alone or whatever, and then like I would like be awake, like I would be conscious, but I was always afraid of the dark, so I'd be conscious, and so I would wake up and I would turn away from the wall, and I'd look at my dresser, and there would be like shadow people there, like like looking at me and stuff. And like, you know, I'm not like, you know, this would happen like most nights, and there would be like shadow people looking at me and stuff, like, or whatever, but they would be like small, like, I don't know, they look like little lemurs or something like that. Like I can't really describe it. And like, because they would scare me, and so to not like, because I'm at the time when I was a kid, I guess I was a side sleeper. And or like a stomach sleeper, but when you sleep on your stomach, you have to turn your head to one side. You can't like sleep with your face directly in the thing.
I used to be able to sleep on my stomach. I can't do it anymore.
I'm still a stomach sleeper, but I keep my head turned. But so yeah, if I would sleep with my head facing the dresser, the shadow people would be looking at me, and like it would freak me out. And so I would turn away from the wall to like leave that dream. I'd like look, shadow people would be looking at me, and so then I would be like, well, they're scaring me. So I would look back at the wall, and then I would have to like go back into the wall and like redo that. And then like I would also always have this one nightmare where it was like I'd be like standing in the middle of like the Coliseum, or like a big like arena or amphitheater or something like that. No one in the stands, no one in the arena with me, just
you and your cock.
In my hands. But I would just be like standing in the middle of this like big arena, like the Coliseum or something like that. There would be like no one there, and like I don't know if I feel like I might have told you this, or I think I told I think I've told like Olivas this. And so I would be like, I'd be standing there, and it was like so quiet. It was literally like this deafening silence sort of thing. So it was like there was so little noise that like I could like hear my ears ringing and stuff, and so my ears would start ringing, and like it would get louder and louder and louder and louder. And as it was crescendoing, like it's like my what I could see was like a camera at the top of the Coliseum, so I could see myself looking kind of small in this big arena. And then as the ringing would get louder and louder and crescendo, it starts zooming out and zooming out and zooming out and zooming out until like the Coliseum like turned into blackness, and like I started zooming out really fast, becoming smaller and smaller and smaller, like this little dot and like this void, until I was like nothing, but I knew I was still there. Like you would think that I would fade into like not being able to see, but like there was still some part of me that I could see. There was like still, I knew that I was still a small little fragment in like this void, and like by the time that happened, like it was like this like deafening like ear ringing or whatever, and like so those would happen. And then with those, it would always be the ones where I would like wake up like right after, or very commonly, because I slept on a bunk bed in these days, I would wake up and I would be on the floor, and I fell out of my bunk bed. But like it was
funny.
But it wasn't like as it zoomed out and crescendoed, like, and finally when it reached its highest point and I was as small as I could be, then I would wake up, and like more than once I was on the floor. I fell out of the top bunk, but like it was very strange.
The top bunk.
I would fall off of the top bunk, but it was very strange. I never hurt myself or anything like that because.
Didn't you have like guardrails?
Yeah, but like this is the thing. I never fell off of the side. I fell off of the part where you would climb up. Now that I'm thinking
like
about
slithered out.
No, now that I'm thinking about but listen. Now that I'm thinking about this is very interesting because I never fell off of the bed and like I rolled off.
Yeah.
I fell off the foot of the bed, like where you climb up. And the other thing that I'm thinking is kind of
Was
interesting
there like
now,
a footboard, or was it just like empty footboard to ladder? Because when I had a bunk bed,
there was no ladder.
It was like when I had a bunk bed, it was like walls all around. Then there was a little opening to was the side.
No, it was
on the side where your feet go.
No, you're wrong.
Down.
No, well, no, it was there was no ladder at the foot of it for you to climb onto the second bunk. It was like the foot, there's the headboard. I'm gonna call it a footboard. I
think that's what it's called.
Okay, there was the footboard. There was a middle piece between the two bunks, and then there was the footboard of the bottom bunk, a middle piece connecting the two like bedposts, and then the footboard of the top bunk. So like in order to climb up, we wouldn't use a ladder. I would just put my foot on the middle piece and climb up. So that's how it worked. But here's the thing: like I never hurt myself falling out of bed or anything like that, which is like like a 5-foot drop or something like that. And I was a kid, so it could have been dangerous, but I never hurt myself because when I would wake up, I was on top of all my blankets and pillows.
So you brought them with you.
I brought them with me and like made it so that I couldn't get hurt. Like I would wake up and I was on top of my blankets and pillows. I was on like a mattress that I made for myself. So I always thought that I rolled out with everything and like it fell before me, but like it's kind of weird. Now that I think about it, I think like
very weird.
Yeah,
but
but
that sounds like you. Like,
now that I think, it sounds like I was like conscious, like maybe I was sleepwalking, threw everything down. It sounds like I like got all the shit off my bed, threw it down, and threw myself off my bed. At the same time as all this was crescendoing in my head.
No, I think
that's actually really freaking me out now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, if anything, you like. I feel like even if like jumping out of it still, I feel like it could have been like you could have just climbed down.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, I might have just like gotten down or like just slid out or something like that. But I don't know.
Because that sounds fucking like. Yeah. I thought you were on the bottom bunk to be like.
No, I was on the top bunk.
Yeah, at the top bunk.
Yeah, rolling out of bed anyone can do, but I would fall out of the top bunk. But I was on a little bed of all my comforters and pillows. Like I brought it all with me.
You definitely did that unconsciously. And that's funny too. It's like that's weird because it's like most like I assume nightmares for kids have like scary shit like
mine were like existential.
Yeah, that's like an existential dread. Yeah. That's crazy. Because like and that's actually interesting. Like visualizing that existential dread.
Hey guys,
this right here is the existential thread. It's green.
But yeah, like I guess you're right. Like most things, it would be like shadow people or some weird shit, like in the dark or whatever.
And also, like I was gonna say earlier, it sounds like you went to like the hazy maze caverns of Mario 64.
Is that what it was like?
You just jumped into the wall. You're in caverns and shit.
No, I would just go right into my drywall on this because the bed was right against the wall.
When you jumped in.
And like I really didn't know if it was like when I think back about it and like think about like what it like. My mindset at the time, like I'm not sure if like I knew it was real or not, like because every night I made a conscious choice, like okay, I'm gonna go into the wall now. I'm gonna have the wall dream, like that's what I would like tell myself. I'd be like because like I would go to bed and be like okay, I'm gonna have to face the wall and have the wall dream, because then if I don't and I face the dresser, like I'm gonna have to see like the weird guys on the dresser. Yeah, and like that was like an actual decision I would make every night, and I'd be like well let's see, like maybe I don't have to, and I would turn and they would like be there. Yeah. Because like it's like you're in the dark and you like see like shapes and stuff like that, and I guess my brain would just make them come alive, or I'm horribly haunted.
By shadow lemurs.
Yeah, because they were like little lemurs or something. I don't know.
So basically every night it's like fuck it, here's
like the wall. Yeah, I'd be like fuck it, like I choose the cavern because at least there were people there.
Yeah,
like there was like this group of people. There was like I don't know, like 3 guys and 2 girls or something.
Yeah, you're only
friends. And so, but yeah, and like they weren't like kids. They were like adults, but like I don't know if I saw myself as an adult in there, but like they were like adults.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like we would all show up and we would all come out of the walls together and like meet up in the middle of this tunnel, and then we would like go, and I don't remember what we would do, but we would go, but I remember one by one they would get snatched up back into the wall.
Yeah.
Until I was alone again. And then like and like I don't know how I would have the dream where I was in the arena, but it would just like it's like my brain turns on and I'm standing right there seeing myself, and then like do this fast zoom out with like the crescending noise.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
and
pretty
like I hadn't had that dream for years, and I had the dream where I was like really small, like maybe like last year, but like I didn't fall out of my bed or anything like that. But like I woke up and I was like that, you know, those like and like I only think I gasped because I thought I had escaped that dream maybe.
Yeah,
because I hadn't had it in so many years, and like it happened. I think like last year it happened.
Yeah,
and
you can't ditch your existential dread.
Yeah, and like it happened, and I think
You'll
I was
never
like,
abandon the existential thread.
yeah, like I think I was just like I woke up and I was like I think I was panicked because I was like, oh fuck, like it's back. Yeah, like I don't
that
know.
again.
Yeah.
Fuck this, the wall.
Yeah, like I choose the wall. Like, yeah, I can't make myself go back in there for some reason.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
That's pretty
Or are
cool.
you
a weird
facing a
thing.
different wall?
No, it's the same wall. Maybe I
Oh.
have to be higher up, like on the bunk. I don't know.
Per
Yeah.
chance.
But yeah, it's I don't know. Like it's weird because like I always thought it was real, and like going into the wall and like shadow people, like they always felt real to me.
This is the setup for a shitty Netflix show. Like I've had these dreams, but I always thought it was fake. Then it comes back.
Well, like as a kid, like I thought it was real, and then like it's not. I didn't like at some point turn in age, stop having them, and be like, oh, it was fake. Like it wasn't real. Like I never thought about it after they stopped happening.
Yeah.
I never thought about like said to myself, oh, those were fake or whatever. Like or it wasn't happening. Like they just stopped happening, and like I was like, okay, cool. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Like I look at the wall and it stays the same. I look at my dresser. I don't see people there. We're good. I can fall
What
asleep.
about lemurs? Do you see lemurs?
Well, that's what I meant. Like
What
shadow
about
lemurs. What about the
Okay.
lemurs?
Okay, so Gilligan, I have a really dumb nightmare I had as a kid to share.
Hmm.
But you said you brought one dream to the table.
I actually have 2 dreams.
You brought 2 dreams. Oh my god.
Wow.
Well,
Double
I brought
the
one, and then
content.
I got like 1.5 because the other one is very short.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, hold on. Actually, the nightmare that you wanted to talk about, is it profound? Is it
No.
like serious? Okay,
No,
good.
Not at all.
Because I wanted to break the juxtaposition and talk about silly dreams because all of my dreams are silly dreams.
Yeah.
Anyways,
You're a silly man.
I am a silly man. Oh, I forgot my Goofy watch. But that would have been a nice segue.
Yeah,
Like,
well-
look at my watch. It has Goofy on it.
Yeah, he pointed at the non-existent camera.
Anyways,
What's a silly dream?
so my dream last night.
Okay.
I was I was making pizzas,
Yeah.
but it was very perilous. I was like it was like in a big factory sort of deal, but it was like a factory like in the void. So I was on a bunch of conveyor belts, just like in the void, like making pizzas is very perilous. There's fire blasting everywhere.
Okay.
And
Okay.
yeah, and at the end I was like, you know what? This would make a pretty good video game. And then my dream kind of segued into like reworking the dream to work as a video game. And I was planning this video game in my dream while I was still sleeping.
It's like Italian hell.
Yeah, pretty much. No, but like
Doomed to make pizzas for the rest of your life.
no, but I even thought of a name for the video game.
Yeah.
It
in
was-
the dream.
Hell.
In the dream.
No,
In
in
the
the dream.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was something like
Making a pizza.
No,
I'm
it was
making a pizza. I'm sorry.
No, it was like Nietzsche's pizza competition or like Nietzsche's epic pizza competition or something.
Nietzsche, why did you have to mention a
I
philosopher?
don't know. And I woke up like right after
Bro, you
that,
said
and I
it's
was
so
thinking
pained.
back to
Like
it.
I don't know.
I was
Why?
thinking back to it when I woke up. It was like that has nothing to do with Nietzsche's philosophies. I mean, I don't.
Nietzsche's
To be fair, I don't remember Nietzsche or what he like. I don't remember what Nietzsche thought
Yeah.
and what he taught and what he
I
said.
just remembered he
Smoke
loved
zero
pizzas in the void.
I don't know.
Or maybe something could be done with void, with his philosophy.
I don't know enough about Nietzsche. It's been many a moon since I've watched any wisecrack videos.
God damn it. Okay, and that's the dream.
That's it.
That's the
That's all I
dream.
have to share.
You had a second dream.
I did have a second dream. So, this dream I had, this is like the only dream that I remember vividly. And I had this back in like middle school.
Yeah.
And I still remember it vividly. So you remember earlier we were talking about how when you see someone in a dream, it means that they're thinking about you.
Yeah.
So I was hanging out with Iron Man.
Tony Stark's been thinking about me.
Robert
Anyways.
Downey Jr. was thinking of kids.
No, anyways,
Not
so
exactly a kid
so
anymore,
in
are
this
you?
dream, I was an Avenger. I was in like the Avengers headquarters, hanging out with Iron Man. Him and I were playing chess, He was kicking my ass in
If
chess.
that was an Avenger. It was
Yeah.
Buddy.
It was an Avenger playing.
This is the only dream I remember
Hold
vividly.
on, let me ask you this:
Was
was
it
it
Ultra Chess?
Was it Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man, or
I
was
don't
it
remember.
like just Iron? Like, was he in a suit? Could you see
He
his
was
face?
he was in the suit the
Okay,
whole time.
so you were just like with suited up Iron Man, like bricked
Yeah.
up Iron Man.
Yeah.
It
Okay,
might
go on.
it might have been
Playing
what
Chess
the-
Ultra, which is $5 on the Nintendo Switch store right now.
Cheap.
I'm not gonna buy that. You
Okay.
can't make me buy that.
Have you seen the gameplay?
I haven't.
Okay.
Anyway,
We'll
is it like
change
chess?
that.
Yeah, we'll change your mind.
Anyways, can I get back to my dream?
Oh,
I was playing
sorry.
chess with Iron
You're
Man.
playing chess with Iron Man.
Anyways,
You were
so we
losing,
got
'cause he's so much
but we were
smarter
called
than
on
you
to a
are.
mission.
Yeah.
So we left the Avengers.
Avengers assemble.
We left the Avengers headquarters, Iron Man and I. It was like a big pyramid in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
Like not like a stone pyramid, like a pyramid made of glass. Like you know the pyramid
The
that
Bass
they have.
Pro Shop,
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
Bass
Nash
Pro Shop
Pro.
pyramid, but in the
Okay.
middle of the desert.
or the one at
Yeah.
Long Beach.
Yeah, or the one in Long Beach. And so we walked out of that, and we went over to the launch pad, but we couldn't take off from the launch pad because there were too many tourists there, like taking pictures of the Avengers headquarters and whatnot. So
Getting in the way of Avengers duties.
So we went to like the makeshift backup launch pad. I jump on Iron Man's back. We take off, but since it wasn't the regular launch pad, we crash landed in the nearby suburban area.
Okay.
So
you possibly killed some civilians.
no, it was in people's back. It was in someone's backyard.
They
Okay.
crashed in a pool.
But it was like
Okay.
some. But then like when we were playing chess, it was very apparent to the people watching at home, to the viewers of this Avengers movie, that Iron Man didn't like me.
Okay. Okay.
Anyways, but then
I
when we were
like
climbing,
Spider-Man
but then we were
better,
climbing
not
through-
Gilligan.
yeah. So, anyways, we were climbing through these people's backyards to get to where the bad guy is,
Yeah.
and it was like a whole montage thing where you're learning to work together. And at one point, he stops and he is like, "Here, you need some protection or something." And he gives me a yellow bicycle helmet to wear, like he stole a yellow bicycle helmet from this kid's backyard.
I thought he was gonna give you a Trojan.
I was like 12
Anyways,
In
in
the-
the,
in the
when I
dream?
thought when I had this dream. I didn't know
Oh.
what Trojans were.
Trojan
I didn't have the sex
man.
talk
Did you
yet.
put it on your
Didn't you ever watch
No,
Troy?
I
Did you
put-
put the helmet on your
No, I
you
put
ever
the
watch
yellow bicycle
Troy?
helmet on my head because it was a bicycle helmet.
Okay.
Anyways,
You didn't
so
know about the
I so it
Odyssey?
was like
Uh,
no, I didn't read the Odyssey.
You
at
weren't
11
reading
years old.
Homer?
I didn't read
didn't see
any
any-
Homer at 11 years old.
You didn't read any Odyssey consume any Odyssey related content?
I did read the Percy
like
Jackson
the Crayola,
books.
like the Crayola kids.
okay, Percy Jackson
video.
does count.
Anyways, back to my dream.
You said does
So
not,
we
right?
got to where the bad guy is. We took off. We managed to take off, and then we crash landed in like an auto body shop. I remember it was an auto body shop, and they had a whole bunch of neon signs that say "open."
Okay.
Not just one.
Yeah, they had a couple.
Yeah. So this is the second crash landing.
Yeah, second crash landing in the auto body shop. We walk
And
out.
this
like
time
the
you have
bad
a
guys doing
helmet.
bad
Yeah.
things. Yeah, this time I had the bicycle helmet, so I was fine.
We're a couple of bad guys doing bad things.
No, we
fella.
weren't the bad guys doing.
The auto body shop, where you got a couple of bad guys doing bad guy things.
Oh yeah.
The bad guys
Saucy.
weren't. The bad guys weren't at the auto body shop. They were like down the street or something. But we got to where they were.
They're close.
You know, yeah, they're
Yeah.
close by, like
Yeah.
walking distance.
Yeah. On
No,
the
but
block.
anyways, so at that point, Iron Man started yelling at me for being so useless and how he hates me so much. And then I woke up.
Well, I mean, to be fair, what were you doing besides just walking with them?
Like Iron Man,
I was
right
a
on your
sidekick.
back.
I was the Iron Lad.
The Iron
You're
Lad.
Iron Lad. You didn't
I-
say that.
I wasn't the Iron Lad. I
Okay.
made that up right now.
Okay. So basically, it was Iron Man fully geared up,
And
then
an
it was just
11-year-old boy.
just some boy with a helmet.
Yeah.
That sounds really stupid.
It was, but it stuck with me for a very long time. I mean, I remember it vividly to this day.
Yeah.
But it's to the point where people watching at home, don't try to find this. I deleted all of these accounts, but I named a couple of accounts Yellow Helmet.
Yellow
because
helmet.
Yellow Helmet. It stuck with me, and I wanted that when I was like 11 years old, and I wanted to be the next PewDiePie. That was gonna be my thing.
That was your superhero name.
No,
That
was
was your-
no,
that
that
was
was
your
my
s-
YouTuber name
No,
when I
no,
was a
but-
cringy 11-year-old trying to be PewDiePie.
No, in your dream, that's your superhero name. You're the Yellow Helmet. That's why
No,
he
because I
hated you.
just got the Yellow Helmet like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, he
I
donned
didn't-
it on you. You became the Yellow Helmet.
The funniest part is I never really knew how to spell helmet at the time, so I wrote it as Helmat. Helmat.
Oh boy.
Oh, helmet.
The yellow
Yeah,
helmet.
But it kind of worked because my name is Matthew, so it was like, oh yeah, it's Helmat. I'm Matt.
that was you
wasn't a mistake. It was intentional.
That was you justifying it.
Yeah.
My God. Well, it's funny because like some of the dumbest things that stick with you.
Yeah.
You know, it just sticks with you.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that's actually like that nightmare I was gonna mention.
Mm-hmm.
It's really stupid. You know, really, really, really stupid. Like I've had different nightmares as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like one's probably more interesting. One is that I was at elementary school, and then everyone was like dismissed from class, and then I'm going through this really fast. Basically, the planets were exploding, and it was the end of the universe. So
and they were like, "We'll let you go home."
no, everyone was running in a panic because shit was falling down from
the heavens.
From the heavens.
is falling.
Like you look up, and like the planets were really close together, and you could see each one like exploding.
Wow.
And like all the like planet parts, like at least from the physical ones,
chunks.
yeah, the chunks were landing down.
Not
and
the gas giants.
Like that
Yeah.
scene from Avengers Infinity War?
I don't care. Probably. I don't remember it well enough.
I don't remember that from Avengers
Yeah.
either.
Yeah, but like basically everyone was like a huge
Did that
panic,
happen?
like earthquakes and everything. And
I'm
then
not gonna
like
interrupt.
and then like I got home and then everyone was quietly watching TV and
Mhm.
like you could tell nothing was happening outside. And I just sat down with them and I was really scared, and then there was a box right next to me that started shifting and everything started focusing on it. And then like I asked what it was, and like I think my family just ignored me and then like looked at me without saying anything.
They're just like,
Yeah.
And inside was Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, I don't remember. It just the dream ended.
Oh.
So like that's like one dream that stuck with me.
"That's terrifying." Dude.
You know,
But you never said that inside wasn't Sonic the Hedgehog.
I never did. It could have been. Could have been Shadow the Hedgehog. So it was shadowy. Yeah. But there was also this like other one. I shit you not. I shit you not. Do you remember the commercials for like I think it's like a what gas company, like Chevron,
Okay.
or like
Could be.
you know the cars, like
The talking cars.
the talking
yeah,
cars.
Chevron.
I had a nightmare of those. I was in my bunk bed, like on the top bunk, you know, and like I think I just saw like stuff shifting around in the darkness, and I had no idea what it was, you know. I think I got down and I noticed like you know the cartoon white eyes just open in the darkness, and then like tons of them
glow.
just started opening up. I was surrounded by them.
Oh my
I was
God.
like, oh my God, and they started driving around me. I was scared shitless.
"Oh my god, dude."
So like
What did they
that-
do to you?
Nothing. I don't remember. They were just like fucking laughing and fucking like driving around. And I woke up.
Oh.
So that's like one stupid one, but that's not the stupidest one I've had nightmare as a kid. My absolute stupidest nightmare is I was on the top bunk, and like I was sleeping on my back, and I was looking up at the ceiling, and then all of a sudden, and I shit you not, like I'm gonna describe it in this way, but you know, it just basically like fucking 2D PNG images of scary fucking monsters on TV started like appearing and like floating towards me and disappearing.
It was like,
Yeah, it was just like very softly. It's just like you'd see like Chucky, like a 2D PNG of Chucky just appear and then just like come closer.
Look at you
and then
specifying
fade
that it's a
away.
PNG.
Because it's like it's not like a flat image. It's not a JPEG. It's a PNG. It's transparent, you know. And like basically all
Chucky
these-
like from Child's Play or Chucky from the Rugrats?
from Child's Play.
Okay.
From Child's Play, you dingus.
Only your
yeah.
brain would go there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
And it was just like that's all the dream was, and I was fucking scared shitless. I was like so fucking scared, you know. That was a dumb nightmare as a kid. You know, like nightmares as a kid are really dumb, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but man, I remember this like other like I've played around with lucid dreaming. You know, I was able to train myself to lucid dream, you know? So I feel like now when I become lucid in dreams, it's a fake kind of lucid. You know, where it's like you're dreaming about becoming lucid, but you're not actually lucid.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, which messes with me a lot because there's dreams where I've had that, and it's just like, it just messes with you because you think you could start doing things on your own, but you're not because it's the the
Because
dream.
the dream is just telling you that you're doing this on your own.
Like
Yeah.
in your dream, you're doing it on your own.
Yeah.
But
In your dream, you have free will, but it's still just a dream.
It's still just a dream,
yeah,
which
You're
is
not-
different than lucid dreaming.
than having free will in your
Than
dream.
actually having free will or control of your conscious. But actually, the first I totally messed it up. You guys are gonna laugh at me actually because I remembered this now. I was playing around with lucid dreaming when I was in middle school, you know, and I really wanted a lucid dream, so I trained myself to do it, you know. And the way you train yourself to do it reliably, you know, because there's different methods like touching a wall or looking down at your hands, you know, because in dreams that'll always mess with you, you know. If you try looking down at your hands in a dream and you don't see them, you take that as a sign that you're dreaming. So, like, basically, to train yourself to dream it, you have to make unconscious habits, you know.
Like
Yeah.
what?
So, like, you have to do dream checks in your everyday, you know.
Oh, like look at your hands and stuff.
Yeah,
like that?
you have to make it a habit. You look down at your hands just at any point in the day, but make sure you do it regularly. Look down at your hands and say, "My hands are here. This is not a dream."
Do you have to say that audibly?
No, or just just
Or just think it.
just
like,
think it, you know.
Okay.
Like my hands are here. Like I could see myself. Like this is not a dream.
Okay.
Make it a habit, and then in your dreams, like your unconscious, like if you do it enough and becomes a habit, will do it, and then when you not see yourself, you know, it's like, wait, this is a dream, and then it clicks, you know.
And
Then
what
you become lucid.
Then what happens? Oh, so then
you
you're
just
like,
become lucid.
so then
It's
you're
just like this
so,
is a dream.
So then you're able to be like, oh, I'm in a dream now.
I'm
like-
in a dream and I have free will. You know, but those methods are kind of unreliable. Another one is like you go to press your hand against a wall, and if it doesn't let you press through it, this is not a dream.
Okay.
But and some dreams, like if you press through the wall, then obviously it's a dream, right?
Yeah.
You got to make that a habit.
What, you saying you don't do that in your real life?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But the most reliable method, which is the one I use to lucid dream, is to like just at any point if you find any text on the wall, you know, you look at it, look away, and then look again
To see if it's still there.
to see if it's still there, if it hasn't changed, and then just say like, "Oh, authorized personnel only." Look away, look at it, it's still there. This is not a dream.
Dude, you're doxing yourself by saying that.
Oh yeah. They'll find the yellow sign in my room.
Studio.
Yeah, studio. Yeah. So you just do that, and it doesn't really have to be text. It could be anything because when you're in a dream, things change constantly, but you don't ever realize it because you're always moving.
Yeah.
So it's like when you look at something in a dream, look away and look back. Most of the time, it's different text or it may be garbled or it just changes. You know, it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a dog's body's there, you go back and it's gone, like that sort of thing.
But it helps with like text, you know, or something on the wall.
Okay.
You know. So I was messing around with that, and I was having a dream. I was in my middle school, and like just unconsciously I was there, and I did the dream check, you know, unconsciously, you know, and
in a
like,
dream.
in a dream.
While you were in your middle school. Okay.
Yeah, in a dream in middle school. The middle school was the setting of the dream.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah. So I looked at
Well,
it
when did you have
But
this
were
dream?
you in middle school
in
in
middle
real
school
life?
at the time.
Okay.
Okay, so you
You're making this confusing.
No, I just want to understand. So you
Yeah.
had this dream when you were in middle school, and in
Yeah.
your dream you were at your middle school.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just like doing the dream thing unconsciously.
And what middle school was that?
I'm not gonna mention that. yeah, but I looked at like a door, like, you know, that had like the class number or whatever. Looked away, looked back, and like I saw that it wasn't the same, and I was like, I'm dreaming. And then came the fucking weirdest experience I've ever had. It felt like
You were just like,
no. The world collapsed into my brain. And that it had a feeling of an intense headache. Like it felt horrible for a second. I just felt like Jesus Christ, you know. I'm like my head was like, it was like a massive
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
headache. I didn't say that, but I had like a massive headache. It like and like all of a sudden, like I was just like as soon it was like I had that huge headache and it felt like everything was collapsing into my brain, like it was gone. And then I was like, oh, I'm lucid.
he had a big brain moment.
No, it's like I'm a.
You had a brain blast?
No. Shut up. I'm lucid.
He had a Bob
I'm
blast.
lucid. I'm lucid. I was like,
That's
I'm lucid,
insane.
you know?
Well,
So
so then, when you
you're-
realized that, were you back in the middle school? Like you had that
No,
big
I was
flash?
still there.
Okay, so you were in the middle school.
But the thing about lucid dreaming is that, you know, you're in control of everything. So it's like, this is just basically your subconscious, you know?
Mhm.
So you could like there's different things you could do like to like you could be like, oh well, I want to fly, and you just start flying, or oh I want to see this person, and this person shows up, or like I want to be here, and then you'll just be there, you know, like typically like.
So what did you do?
This is the part where you're gonna laugh, but I'll state this first.
Okay.
If you like start lucid dreaming, an interesting thing to do. I didn't have the chance to do it when I started doing it because I didn't really think about it at the time. But it's just to tell your brain to take you somewhere fun, or like take me somewhere interesting.
Oh, it'll show you your idea.
Yeah,
so it'll show you your idea of what's fun or interesting, basically.
Yeah, it'll just be like, take me somewhere like cool, or just say something like that.
Find yourself in the Afghani brothel.
I didn't think that, you know. So basically, like you could do anything, you know.
Yeah.
So my first thought was to be like, this is so fucking cool. Like, I want to be in Minecraft.
Hold on, I want to stop you right there. Hold on. So,
I farted.
so Jerry, I can't be the only one. What were you betting that Victor was going to say?
Oh, I didn't have any idea. Okay,
I wasn't
even
really
guessing.
I was really banking on him saying that something relating to My Little Pony.
No,
No, that was high school.
Like I said to myself, I want to make this a Minecraft world, you know?
So what happened?
So what happened was I saw the loading screen. Like I saw the screen for Minecraft just like kind of like around me, like, and then like I saw it loading, you know, like the old loading one, you know, not like the new one, like the fucking like the little progress bar.
Yeah.
But then like I started getting a headache again, and like
as the bar escalated, your brain started hurting more.
And then the
Your
world
brain needs more
crashed.
VRAM, dude.
The world crashed, and I woke up.
You wasted it. Squandered your opportunity because your render was too high.
Yeah, I was like, I want to be in Minecraft, and it was loading, and then it crashed.
Bro, your brain just needs more VRAM.
Yeah, just need more VRAM.
So have you lucid dreamt since then?
Not recently.
No,
like,
but in general, in your life.
Yeah, I was able to lucid dream.
So were you able to say, I want to talk to this person, I want to go here, I want to do that?
Have you ever tried to go back to Minecraft, dude?
No, I've never done that again. Yeah, but yeah, but
brain hurt.
My next dream actually, when I figured out how to do it, was I was at middle school still, and I was like, this is cool. Like I want to hang out with my friends, you know. So my friends appeared, you know. It was like 2 people, you know. I wasn't that popular.
Yeah.
You know? So like I was just walking around with them, like talking and whatnot, and just hanging out, just walking around the middle school. And I think at some point I was gonna ask like my friend a question. I was like, this would be like, hey, you know, like I was like, wait a minute, I really shouldn't ask you anything, right? Because like you're just my unconscious.
Yeah, you actually won't give me an answer.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, I'm your unconscious. You know, I was like, oh. Okay, cool. Let's keep walking. You know, he was like what that was just like, yeah, you know, I'm just part of your like subconscious, you know.
Dude, it's like in the movies where they're like, I'm not real. I'm just a projection of your like whatever.
I'm just like your projection of like this person. I was just like, oh, okay, that's cool. Sure.
Confirming that, bro.
Like, let's keep walking. You know, like it didn't even like fake like fucking like being like, oh no, dude, I'm your friend.
Yeah. It's just like, oh no, none of this is real. Like,
no,
You know,
I'm
it's really nice of your brain to not try and trick you like that.
I was like, no, I'm you. Don't worry about it. Okay, sick. Yeah, that was crazy, and I actually like, there's like a kind of crazy like a lucid dream nightmare I had. You know, like that was like a little like in high school. I believe, you know, it was when I lived in the garage. You know. If you remember that one.
I remember.
Yeah.
Over there down the street from me.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I was at like our high school, you know, the dream, you know. And like I gained lucidity, and I was just like, oh,
and
sick.
he wanted to see me.
No, I was like, sick. I want to fly, you know.
I want to fly.
So I started flying, and I was like, oh, this is sick. This is great, you know. And then I heard a scream. So then like
Fuck.
I flew down to the basketball court where there was a 2-level RV with a pool, you know. And it was just people there, and I was just like, oh, this is weird, you know. And I was like, okay, well, the scream didn't come from here. Then I heard a scream further away, so I flew there, and what was it? It was like this little girl.
I want to be in Minecraft.
It was this little girl. It was this little girl that was being bullied by this huge fat dude or whatever, right?
I was gonna say this huge fag.
Yeah, no. So I was like, oh, don't worry, I'll take care of this, you know. So like the dude was coming at me, so I was just like, oh, here we go. I got this stick, and I stabbed him in the eye.
Nice.
You know? And then I was like, okay, you're safe now. And then I saw and she wasn't there, and I heard screaming again. So then I saw just a glimpse of something being taken down into an alleyway. So I followed the alleyway, and it turned from brick into just being covered in newspapers.
So hold on. At any point, can you be like, I don't want to be here anymore, and go somewhere else?
You can,
but you get caught up in what's going on, or
you
what?
can, you know.
Mhm.
But that's why I'm not sure if I was actually lucid or if that was a lucid fake dream.
Yeah.
You know. But I knew I was dreaming.
Yeah.
You know, whether that was part of the dream or not.
Okay.
So I walk down the alleyway and I see this huge fucking dude, not fat, just this huge dude.
Big shoulders.
Yeah,
whatnot.
clamping her down onto this table. You know,
no.
that was kind of like a dentist table. You know,
Fucking
and covered
the-
in newspapers. You know.
Gilligan's feigning interest. Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah. It was everything was kind of rusted and moldy and
Tetanusy.
yeah, you know. And he had a whole thing of tools, you know.
Oh boy.
And I was just at some point I had some stranger come with me, right? Come on, we'll go save this person, you know. So then
Was it me?
no. Yeah. So we go in, right? And we go in, I grab one of the tools from his thing, you know, and I fucking slash at his leg, you know, and he falls down, and I grab the girl he was about to do whatever to, you know, and then he actually grabs the other person and makes him stay, and I just run off, you know. So I'm just oh shit, okay, well you're safe now, right? Okay, sick. And then I woke up, you know, and I was laying down in bed, and then everything seemed kind of hazy and misty, you know, and the window had a orange tint to it, and I started noticing small things were rearranged, and I was noticing that this wasn't my room, you know, even though it's I had that wake up moment, oh shit, okay, I'm awake now, sick. And then as I was starting to realize wait a minute, something's wrong, my door starts opening, and it's that fucking dude that I slashed at, you know.
Oh no.
And thanks for feigning interest. And literally he starts walking towards me. It's
I feel like you've told me this.
I've told
once
you this
before.
probably,
Yeah.
he started walking towards me while I was stuck. I couldn't move, and I was just
The sleep paralysis.
sleep paralysis, yeah. And he was just you know, something you know, you shouldn't have done that, you know, you really shouldn't have done that, but I gotta thank you for helping me replace my leg. And I looked down at my own leg, and the part that I slashed on him was completely removed. He completely removed the lower part of my leg, and sewed it back onto his leg. And then as I realized that, my room kind of faded away, and I was strapped down in that chair.
Oh, and that table thing.
Yeah. And then he was just you really shouldn't have done that though. Don't worry, you could take her place or something. And then he started he turned around and reached for his tools, and I was fighting to fucking get up.
That's really
So-
terrifying.
Yeah. And then and then I woke up for real.
Yeah.
You know, and I was just oh shit. Okay, back to bed. I've had terrifying dreams, you know?
Yeah.
Really, I have 2 more, but I don't know if I really should share them. Not because they're your level, you know.
Shameful behavior.
Yeah, it's just they're just I don't know how long we want this to go, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I got something else to share, but
Yeah.
I'll keep it short and sweet.
You can tell us.
I won't tell. I won't make it another hour and a half. But
Mhm.
anyways, the interesting thing, I've never had a lucid dream, but it's a little bit interesting because also I don't really have nightmares.
Yeah.
But like I don't have nightmares because whenever something scary or stressful or anything starts to happen in my dream, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm waking up, and I wake up.
You seem very analytical with your dreams. It's like it's very to the point, and it's very just like
I'm Iron Lad.
no, not that, not that. It's like for example for the convention thing. That sounds like something like it's a very weird abstract game, but then your mind is just like, hold on a sec, I want to work on this, and then it's like you pull back, and it's like this could go here, that could go here. Yeah, this is a good idea for a game. It's like like you're working in your own thing, and it's like, and it sounds like with your dreams when you're having a nightmare, it's just like, well, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah,
This is getting kind of scary.
like,
Yeah.
wait, hold on a second. It's very interesting.
It is really interesting now that you
Pointed out.
pointed that out.
Yeah.
I never really thought about that.
Yeah, it's like it seems like it's very like analytical, like it's very not like removed from yourself. It's like you're removed from your dreams.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Maybe
very
that's why
rare.
I've never had a good night's sleep in like 20 years.
It's just very interesting because it's like
You wake
that's-
up a lot in the night?
Not really, actually. That was a joke. That
Oh,
wasn't really
okay.
It's a joke.
I don't know. I don't sleep with you, so I'm not sure.
It sounds like it's a longing type thing you said. It's like, oh, I don't sleep with you.
I've never shared a bed with you, unfortunately.
Sigh. Fine.
Fuck.
Yeah. It does seem interesting, though. It's like it might just be like, of course I'm speaking out of my ass, you know, because I don't know, you know, I don't know if you're really removed from your unconscious, you know, subconscious, you know.
If anything, it sounds like he's really connected.
Yeah,
He
you
can
know?
bridge the two that easily.
Yeah, it's like, or it's like just your personality. Like when it comes to your dreams, it's just kind of like, well, I don't want to be here. Wait, you know, this is a good game idea. Like, oh, you know, like that's okay. You know, just like okay, like when do I wake up?
Well, what time is it right now?
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah,
Another thing about that is like I've also never really had sleep paralysis, but I've had a few times. I kind of the way I kind of put it, this is, you know, I'm sure not very scientific, but like I start having a nightmare. I'm like, I don't want to be here. I'm gonna wake myself up, and I wake up, and I word it like I still have a little bit of dream juice in my brain.
that's very.
It's very scientific.
No, it's just a very dumb way of saying it.
It is.
But you're saying it's just like you're just gonna and like you're trying to move but you can't.
No, it's not that I'm paralyzed. It's that I wake up and I'm still like vividly hallucinating. Like the only example that I can think of is I was at a hotel once, and I had a bit of a nightmare. I woke myself up, as I do, and I was still hallucinating. There was like a skeleton with like a sword, like a fantasy skeleton from a video game, just kind of walking around.
Just going, yeah, I'm gonna get you. Yeah.
He didn't say that. He didn't sleep
He was
because
just making
it
rattling
was
noises.
It was
Rattling
just a
his phone.
visual hallucination.
Yeah.
But like he was just walking around the hotel room. He noticed me and awake, looking at him. He started walking towards
Dude,
me,
he's just like-
but like before he could get to me, he faded away.
Yeah.
And that visual stuck with me.
Okay,
too. It
you
was
see, now
interesting.
that's very
That would
weird.
stick with me as well.
Yeah, now that's very weird. How old were you at the time? Recent?
Not recent, but like I wasn't young. I was like
Just say an age.
probably
Just say 8.
probably like
3 or 4 years ago?
either in high school or like early in college.
4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just about. You see, that's like that's interesting, you know, and like that. Well, that's pretty much what sleep paralysis is. It's
Mhm.
like you wake up before your body begins. Or
Yeah.
Like before it's like, well, that's why it's kind of like, oh, I can't move. It's because your
Mhm.
body is still asleep, but you're consciously awake.
Yeah.
You know, and like that's probably like less of the I can't move part. It's the I'm still seeing shit kind of things. Where,
Yeah.
like at that time, people will see like demons or spiders or like hands reaching at them, but you saw a cartoon skeleton going, yeah, look at you.
It wasn't a visual hallucination. It was just visual.
Sometimes it's auditory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I didn't have an auditory hallucination. It like wasn't like, yeah.
I hate auditory.
He was bouncy. He did walk very bouncily.
Yeah, he was cartoonish. If he would speak, he would say that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And he had like fantasy armor and like a big sword.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's interesting, and that's why I like talking about dreams.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like interesting to peel back the layers of your conscious self and like really figuring it out, you know?
Yeah.
And I know it's like I know I've mentioned some like I guess scary dreams, you know, but like a lot of my dreams I just don't remember because they're not of interest, you know?
Yeah.
Like maybe I could keep a dream journal, but the ones that stuck with me, and I assume the ones that stick with you guys, is kind of just like they either say something about like your character, or say something about humanity, or say why you shouldn't try to be PewDiePie. You know? Call yourself Yellow Helmet.
That was long before I tried to be PewDiePie.
Okay, sure.
I was committed. Well, from the time I had that dream to the time I started trying to be PewDiePie, I was committed to the Yellow Helmet moniker.
So epic.
The purple helmeted yogurt slinger.
Sounds horrible. Anyways, like as I mentioned earlier, we won't have a Q&A this time because I didn't think about it. I didn't want to worry about it or stress myself out. But next time we'll figure it out. I feel like we're leaning on some like which is the best chicken sandwich to be the next one. We'll figure it out.
Chicken sandwich. I'm gonna have to spend money on this one.
I casually mentioned that too.
I thought you said best sandwich.
We could talk about chicken sandwiches too, but best sandwich definitely. I have a story about that too.
I'm gonna have to spend money now.
but yeah, you know, I hope that was good, you know. And
it was good for me. Was it good for you?
Ah, babe. Like I'd like to keep doing this, you know, a little bit more. It's a for fun thing. I don't expect this to blow up, you know. Thanks to the two people who like this. No. No. Stopping you there. Yeah, so next time like we might even continue with Jerry's idea of 2 song suggestions, but we won't do it now because we're short on time.
Yeah. I will say a nice way to wrap up. I had my doubts on the on talking about dreams, but I thought that was a lot of fun. I had a good time.
I concur.
Thanks, Jerry.
You're welcome.
So thank you for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see you next time, if there's a next time, if we're not dead. So bye.
Have a good one. Good night.
Good night, baby.